Anger. Anger and the empath. Anger and the generally kind, caring, nurturing person. Is it okay? Is it allowed? A lot of people will judge and condemn people for being angry. And one of the reasons is they are simply not understanding why that person is angry, because whatever made that person angry wouldn't make them angry. So therefore, we condemn other people who aren't angered by the same things. However, we all feel anger at some point. And if you say that you don't, I'm actually going to call you out and say, I don't believe you. And the reason why I say that is because anger is a human emotion. It's one of the emotions that we are shamed and guilted for experiencing. I'm not really quite sure why, because anger brings great value. It brings great value because when we feel anger, it's a warning, it's a message letting us know that either we feel violated in some capacity, we feel unheard, we feel disrespected, we feel violated, and that causes a trigger. We've not been seen, heard, respected, and understood. And the eruption can be immediate or it can build up over time. Not to mention that anger is definitely okay because you are a sentient being. Humans, we are sentient beings. We are having an emotional experience. And being human means you are going to have emotional responses. And therefore, anger fits into the category of emotional response. When somebody makes you feel bad about your anger, a couple of things to take into consideration. One, it's oftentimes a tool of manipulation. I'm going to make you feel good. I triggered you. I did something wrong. I disrespected you. And now I'm going to make you feel guilty for holding me accountable. How dare you get angry at me when I pushed all your buttons? And they'll say that you're overly sensitive. They'll say that you're overreacting. In particular, if you're an empath. Oh, but you're an empath. How can you get angry? You're an empath. What a hypocrite you are. Wow, you're normally so kind. What's wrong with you today? Are you having a bad... And all these manipulative tactics to guilt trip you about the emotional response you are having. Anger is okay. In any capacity, you have the right to be angry. Now, this is where it gets a little bit more complicated because now there's a choice. I'm having this human response. I'm angry. Now the question becomes, what am I going to do with that anger? How do I transmute or translate or transfer this emotion, which I'm allowed to have? What do I do next? The reason that got me angry might not be my fault. What I do next is my fault. It's my responsibility. So I can allow myself to feel the anger and understand this is a warning. I need to do something about whatever's just transgressed. I need to do something about it because it doesn't align with my core values. It feels disrespectful. I'm going to protect me. Now it's a question of how. Do you let the anger get the better of you, where it now controls your decision making? And this is why potentially anger is viewed as negative, because for the most part, when we feel anger, we are so absorbed and caught up in the emotions of life, the emotions of the moment, that we lose bearings on our character, how to engage and interact with another human being, with another entity, with a wall that we put our fist through because we were angry. So again, the emotion is good, is positive. How we respond with that emotion is where the debate really should begin. But again, If somebody is holding your anger against you, in particular when they have violated you, it is blatant, intentional manipulation. Don't be fooled. Allow yourself to feel every single human emotion, even if you're an empath, even if you are of a high consciousness, even if you are enlightened. Some of the people who find themselves enlightened will say, well, I'm above anger, I don't get angry. You shouldn't get angry either. I don't subscribe to that mindset. Neither do I believe that they are beyond anger. All they're saying is, in this present moment, I'm not angry. And what they're saying is, the reason why you are angry wouldn't anger me. So therefore, your anger is invalid because I wouldn't get angry, which is a complete illustration of somebody who lacks empathy. And if you are of a higher consciousness, if you are enlightened, you will have an abundance of empathy, understanding that others can get angry, even if you don't agree with why they got angry.